Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, you guys. Welcome. Let me see. Give me a second here. Give me a second. You guys come on in while I'm getting this here together. Come on in. Give me a second. Hold on. You guys come on in while we get all this here together. Okay. I'm coming, Virgos. All right. Okay. Okay. Now I can see you guys. All right. Porsche. Okay. Miss Busy. Hello, you guys. Hello, hello, hello. How's the volume, you guys? Is the volume good? Are we good on the volume? Can you guys hear me? Are we okay on the volume? Let me know if we're good on the volume. Thank you, Porsche, for letting me know. Okay, so Virgos, there's a lot of spiritual messages coming in for you guys. I don't know, but I know I logged on Facebook like I told you. This here reading, um, this is gonna be a bit deep. It may be a bit short, but it may also be a bit deep. Um, there are some hidden secrets here. I haven't spoke to you in a while. Okay, Miss Busy. All right. um, Virgo, we're gonna touch on some things here. Okay, we're gonna touch on some things here. Um, the message that I'm getting. Okay, the first message that came out in your reading as I was sitting here spiritually meditating on Virgos. I wasn't expecting to touch on some of these messages coming. Okay. The first message that came for my Virgos, and I don't know what some of you are going through. Definitely the moon card was the first card that came out. Okay. So definitely some things hidden in the dark that has been kept in the dark that has not come to full tuition, and it's one of them things for some of you where hey Brittany, it's one of those issues that some of you could have been carrying for quite some time. Okay. um when it comes to that moon card, and this has nothing to do with illusions, this has all to do with like I said, past painful memories, some things you probably tried to keep under the rug, or I won't say, um, let's say, Virgo, this situation, you know how Virgos, you guys are always the ones who are always trying to help other people, right? Because a lot of Virgos can be looked upon and viewed as spiritual teachers, healers, light work, empath, all that, etc. And so Virgos, you are usually the ones who are first to come to a person's aid when it comes to caring for someone, right? But whenever you are going through a cycle, Virgo, okay, it seems as if you guys don't never have nobody in your corner to be there for you. You understand what I'm saying? And so for some of you, you've never really quite had a shoulder to lean on, or just, you have probably shedded some tears in your past life where they were hidden behind closed doors, okay, where you cried deeply and emotionally, but there was no one there for you. You kept your tears hidden. So you've been carrying a lot of past pain, hurt, trials, and tribulations in your life that no one has ever been there to help you heal through it, okay? And so some of you have cried tears like a river because of all the storms that you have been through in your past life. And so many of you, there is a need where there is unresolved issues of family conflict, not just where, because some of you have been born the black sheep of your family, the black widow, um, where you was chosen by birth to repeat some of the cycles that your spiritual ancestors went through. Okay. Now, I remember back on a few readings that I did when I spoke on the importance of learning your birth chart and the importance of learning your spiritual family ancestry when it comes to your DNA. Remember, I spoke on that in a couple of readings back. Because your spiritual history, family background from your ancestors, okay, from your great grandparents down to your great great grandparents, okay, that vicious cycle once upon a time during slavery, right? Where a lot of us as African Americans or biracial or multiracial, whatever your culture may be, right? When you do your DNA mathematics and your research on your family history and the struggle that your family went through. And see, some of you may not be able to relate what I'm speaking on because you may not be old enough yet. You know what I'm saying? Myself, I'm in my 50s, so I'm 52. You know what I'm saying? I'll be 53. So therefore, I was born in 69. So I came into the world through some of those cycles, all right? So some of you might be real young. You probably have never experienced none of those cycles, okay? So a lot of you have no idea about slavery and racism and, going through the poverty of starvation and, what it was like to have to really survive the real world before the world turned into what it has become today. And so it's like, if you have no idea, it's almost like a spin, okay? And it's like the old saying, the game remains the same. The only thing different about the game is that we have different people today. It's just a new generation of people. You understand what I'm saying? And so I know back during my generation, I came into the world of racism. I came into the world of having to learn both cycles, being born and raised in the city, but also traveling down south, meeting my family that I didn't know that I had in the South. You understand what I'm saying? And so as a child growing up, I had to learn the history of what it was like for the people who lived in, South Carolina and North Carolina. You understand what I'm saying? And seeing how they were raised, okay? And so I can remember a part of my childhood growing up, visiting my family down south, going out and visiting the country and seeing them live in houses where there was no indoor bathrooms and how they had an outdoor bathroom. They had to go out in the woods to use the bathroom. They had to use a tin pan and boil their water to bathe. They had to go and chop wood out in the yard to heat their homes in the old fashioned, like stoves or wooden heaters that they had back then. My grandmother's husband's brothers, they had those what they call them. I don't know if it's outback houses or where they had like my uncles had their own farms where they call them smoke houses, right? And they was raising pigs and cows and all that on their land. And so me learning about that and seeing how my family from the South would go outside and plant their own gardens, right? Plant their own seeds where they had their own vegetables. They grew their own, their own farm seeds. They had every type of vegetable out in the yard, right? And so I can remember as a child growing up in New York, going to water fountains in the early 70s and seeing, for whites only, or going to the bathroom where you would see for whites only, colors not allowed. You know what I'm saying? Where colored people wasn't allowed to drink from the same water fountain as white people. I experienced that. I went to an all black Latino school where whites wasn't allowed, or where blacks wasn't allowed to mix with white people. I remember back in the day when a lot of schools were all girls or all boys before they went co-ed. You understand? So I know what it's like about that vicious cycle. And so the reason why I'm sharing this information with some of you is because once upon a time, your spiritual ancestors went through this thing called slavery, where some of them were purchased as kids, right? My great great grandmother was purchased at the age of 9 years old, where she was purchased from the white man and they paid $400 for her, and she was raped and she conceived and, several kids. Now, during that, back then during slavery, a lot of black people were whipped and beaten, right? Today we live in a cycle where many women, some of you, you may have suffered in a relationship that was toxic, where some of you may have went through domestic violence, where you may have been verbally, mentally, and emotionally and physically, sexually abused, even as a child, if not in your relationship. Okay, some of you may have went through things in your life where you have been sexually assaulted as a child, where you was molested. Some of you may be mothers where you have given birth to kids where you may have had a child that was sexually assaulted and molested, and your child could have been molested by your boyfriend. You could have been sexually molested by your dad, or whatever the case may be. A lot of you have been carrying burdens. This was the first message that came into this reading, you guys, and I got tears in my chest right now. And I shed some tears as I was going through these cards, and these cards was coming out, and the message was coming out. So there's a need to resolve some sort of past family issues that some of you have been dealing with. For some, you could have found yourself in a three-party entanglement where your significant other could have went and got somebody pregnant, or you could have been an outside girlfriend who got pregnant by somebody who was married. Either way, the truth came to the light when somebody found out that somebody was pregnant and that somebody was committing adultery and somebody had cheated. If it hasn't come to the light, it's going to. There's a need with this Nine of Wands for somebody to prove themselves. Unresolved conflict, family issues. Somebody needs to prove themselves. Did you or did you not do this? Is this or is this not true? Did you sleep with this person, or did you sexually assault this person? Why is she saying that you raped her? Because somebody here is dealing with somebody who was saying, no, that's not true. I didn't do that. And somebody here has a daughter or a sister or somebody who's saying, yeah, he raped me. This could be an uncle. This could be a father. But there's an ongoing issue between a mother and daughter. Where this mother wants to know, did you or did you not rape our daughter? Did you rape her? Did you touch her? And the daughter is sitting here saying, tell the truth. I don't know who this story is for. Some of you are dealing with somebody who is a bit stubborn, set in their ways. Somebody who doesn't want to speak their truth and tell the truth. Somebody who was hoping to sweep this under the rug and take it to their grave. And for some, maybe they did. For some of you with this Four of Swords energy, there is a need to heal from some sort of past love. And I believe this is like a physical death where somebody could be grieving a lost loved one. This is like a physical death where somebody is definitely grieving. Thank you so much on the nail compliment. I appreciate that. Yeah, I got the nails done. When was it? Friday? Yesterday morning? Yeah. I got the nails done yesterday morning, you guys. But like I said, somebody is definitely sitting back with this Four of Cups. Really, really, really heavy thinking, contemplating, meditating. What's the next step moving forward in this situation? Where do I go from here? Somebody's private wound has been violated. This can be... I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this, you guys. Because I'm getting period cramps. I'm getting somebody's private wounds was violated to a point where they was raped. I don't like this, you guys. I don't like this energy at all. There could have even been a miscarriage. I don't like this. I don't like this energy at all that I'm feeling, you guys. I don't like this energy at all that I'm feeling. But I'm strong enough to handle it. This I know. With this here with the Ten of Cups, there is a need for some sort of family healing. This could be... There's a lot of water here. There's a lot of water here. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You also got Leo and Sagittarius on the table, as well as Aries. So you got fire and water, but a lot of water. A need to fix a marriage. Like the kids could want both of their parents to come together for somebody here. This could be a broken relationship of separation where somebody has been really strongly thinking about filing for divorce because the significant other could have had a marital affair. You have kids by this person. The kids want both mom and dad to come back together and work this situation out. So this could be where there's a husband or wife who wants to come back together and heal this with the Ten of Cups. For others of you, there is a strong need to be strong in this situation with this Leo card when it comes to working on your self-confidence. Having the strength to go forward after having to endure such harsh pain. Because for some of you, there was a time and place where you felt like you had to defend yourself. And when you did try to speak up for yourself, there was people who didn't believe you. You could have told somebody and confessed that this thing happened to you, and they didn't believe you. You could have said, I was molested, I was sexually assaulted by so-and-so, I was raped, and they didn't believe you. Oh, Lord Jesus. For some of you, there is a need to escape your past hurtful memories with this here Eight of Cups. You're somebody wanting to move forward. Somebody wanting to move forward to have this spiritual connection elsewhere. Somebody feels so violated that somebody there's a need to get cleansed, baptized, anointed. There's definitely a need where somebody felt like there's a need for strong spiritual prayer. Because I'm getting baptism, I'm getting holy water anointings. I can't stand this energy that I'm feeling right now, okay? I can't stand this energy that I'm feeling right now. I can't stand it, you guys. I can't stand it. I don't even know why the Lord wants me to speak on it. Praying for healing and recovery. Dear Lord, please stop it, remove it, heal it. Lord Jesus, stop it. Mm, 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 mm. I don't like this. I don't like this energy at all, you guys. I don't know who went through this. I will share with you, though, as a child myself, I was sexually assaulted and molested when I was 5 years old. I was date raped when I was 16. I was physically abusively raped when I was 18. And I got pregnant 16 and I got pregnant at 18 from both of those rapes. So I could definitely relate to this here story. Then later on in life, when I was in my 20s, I was about 29, 28, 29, and my daughter was 10. My daughter was raped by an ex-fiance who I tried to stab to death. He went to prison. They only gave him 4 years. System ain't shit. So I can relate to this. I'm sitting here burning sage because this reading was meant for somebody. Because I'm hearing the screams. I'm seeing this girl on the bed scratching her pillow while this person is viciously raping her. I don't know who this is, Lord Jesus, but please make it go away, make it stop. Get this person up off of her. If need be, make it so somebody will shoot this son of a bitch in the back and just get him up off of her. If this is what's happening, please, if this person hasn't been found, kill this bastard. Virgos, there is definitely a strong need for spiritual prayer right now. Do you hear me? This high priestess here. And listen to your intuition if something doesn't feel right. Listen to your gut. If something doesn't feel right, listen to your intuition. Pay attention to the red flags. You know, if you have kids, if you have daughters, investigate the situation. If you have a daughter who's in an abusive relationship and she could be keeping it hid, if you have a daughter being assaulted at school or on a bus or wherever the case may be, check on your kids. If this is you, definitely get the proper help you need to get yourself up out of this situation. For some of you, you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Whether this is a ending with a Scorpio or whether there was actual death of a Scorpio, or there could be a new beginning. Some of you may have Scorpio on your chart where you need to go back. If you have Scorpio on your birth chart, then you need to go back and look at the houses and the planets of where you may have Scorpio at in your chart. I know for myself, I have Scorpio placements. So, where there is a spiritual ending for healing, there's also a spiritual healing, a spiritual need for new beginnings. Some of you can have Sagittarius in your chart, where there's definitely a need to move in moderation, seeking peace, because there could have been some things that were said, disagreements and arguments that caused something to fall to pieces and shatter, fall apart, where there could have been a tower moment on your home because of this here secret. I'm gonna put this sage out because I don't want my smoke alarm to go off. Let me spray this sage, you guys, because I don't want my Hold on. Let me put that out. Okay. And let me just kind of spray up in the air. Okay. To get some of that smoke out the air. But Virgos, some of you have been living in this cycle where there's a need for closure, completion, world card. Some of you could be putting all your pain into work because you haven't had nobody to talk to about some of the shit you've been dealing with. Some of you have been dealing with a whole lot of painful bullshit from your past, and you've been carrying this shit on your shoulder for quite some time. Others of you, you could have found yourself in a situation where you could have been. I'm sitting here trying to scrape off my my altar from the ashes that came off to save you guys. For others of you, you could have been in a situation where you was either married or living with someone in common law marriage, and let's say after being together for some time, your situation took a turn. You know how most relationships, it starts off good, but then in the middle you start having some issues, and then going toward the end, it's a painful separation because you could be living under the same roof and your spouse could be cheating on you but still living with you under the same roof, you know? And so that caused you to become vulnerable because this was a situation of you wanted it to end. You wanted this person just to leave and get out of your life. And they made it hard for you because they just didn't walk away like that. And so some of you could have found yourself in a situation with somebody who was cheating on you multiple times. And you became vulnerable to a point where you found yourself in the arms of someone else because of your hurt that you was going through behind your own closed doors. And somehow spirit led you into the arms of another person who was kind of going through the same similarities, where you could have found yourself caught up in a situation where you became intimate with another person who was also married, but they too was unhappy in their marriage. And so the two of you somehow came together on an act of impulse, where one thing led to another, and you found yourself catching feelings for another individual who also caught feelings for you, but you two couldn't come together, so you kept it hid. Okay. And so you took on this empress role where you became the mistress. And for some of you, you could have dealt with a emperor. This person got Aries in their chart. Okay. Um. So when it comes to giving birth, okay, trying to get your children. Okay. Okay. France, definitely book. Feel free to book a private reading. Okay. And we'll see what we can do about that situation. Okay, you say your ex has your children, you haven't seen them in months, praying again to turn to get my children. Okay, okay, sorry to hear that, but yeah, I'll do some praying for you in that situation. Okay. um yeah. Okay, so the energy I'm getting here is two people got their back turned to a situation where you don't care to hear what they gotta say, this person don't care to hear what you have to say. There is a split down the middle between the emperor and the empress. And some of you are definitely waiting on your ships to come in or waiting for the right time to make a move. I do see some changes coming into play. Some of you can also be mirror in someone where there was some sort of marital affair of a third party. Um, where, like I said, the two of you could have found yourself in a long-term situation where somebody was married or both people was married and you didn't know that this affair was going to turn into something deeper where both of you was going to catch feelings emotionally. And so if you are the woman in this situation where you find yourself caught up in a three-party situation with another individual, um you found yourself in a situation where you had to struggle to get away from your own private situation that you had going on at home, you having to pack up and take everything you had to move on and having to heal by yourself. The other person, on the other hand, who you was involved with, they just simply went back to their home with their family, but in order for them to get over on you because they were cheating on their significant other with you, they found themselves having to go out and was involved with other women to try to get over you. And maybe in the beginning, yeah, Trinity, if I have moderators up here, put my email on the screen, please. Let me see. Let me see if I can put my email up here real quick for you guys. Give me a second. Uh Give me a second, you guys. Let me put my email up here. If I didn't, let me put my email up here. Okay, there go my email right there. Okay. So you can email me right there if you wish to book a reading, okay, friends? That's my email. That's a quick one, okay? So I won't put down any of my other emails because that's an easy email that you can remember, okay? Um, yeah, so like I said, in this situation here that I'm getting here is that your person tried to go out and have other, situations with other people to get over you. And maybe in the beginning that kind of worked because they was able to go and lay on top of somebody, underneath somebody to kind of get over you, but they never really spiritually got over you because they never went about healing in the correct way because they would just go out and sleep with other people and then go back home to their significant other. And so sometimes when you find yourself caught up in a situation with somebody who is married and already has a family, a house, cars, the dog and the cat, so they kind of already have everything they need right there. They dispense. You feel me? You, on the other hand, however, have to move on and pack up and take all your shit. And as most women do, women have to learn how to heal themselves by gathering in a network of other women that can relate, right? Women sometimes, and like myself, because I've gone through so many storms and trials and tribulations of my own, this is why I'm celibate to this day. Okay, I have been single and spiritually celibate now for over 3 years, so I can definitely relate to this. Because what happens with us women is that when we go through a vicious cycle, it takes us a whole lot of time to heal. Therefore, we become celibate, and we have to learn how to heal ourselves spiritually and do what it takes to strengthen ourselves. And so we tend to move on in life carrying this past baggage and burden of obstacles. And so that chariot came out too. And so, yeah, where there's a need to overcome this obstacle and this need of sitting here, planning with this potential of wanting to move forward when it comes to the Seven of Pentacles. Having to really rebuild and work on yourself mentally, where you are the magician and you are trying to manifest a new beginning for yourself and you are praying for this new beginning for yourself. Because like I said, you got, like I said, all three water signs is here: Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. All three fire signs is here: Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Because Virgo, you're definitely Ace of Cups, new beginnings. Then you got the Two of Cups also here. Okay, you got the Two of Cups, the Ace of Cups, along with that Strength card. And then you got that Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so you are focused on yourself. There is or may be some sort of a new partnership getting ready to come into play. Okay, whether this is love or a business partnership. Okay, where you may find yourself collaborating with somebody. This could be a spiritual partnership. Um, this could be a situation where under oath, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the whole truth? So somebody can also be sitting up on a witness stand. Also, I'm getting here when it comes to going to court. Okay, where somebody could definitely be sitting here and speaking their mind and agreeing to tell the truth. But they have in the Bible, yeah, I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the whole truth. I'm seeing that. Somebody here can also be getting ready to get their license to become even a court judge. Okay, so somebody might be uh something other where somebody is being granted the approval and permission to join this corporation, where this could be a new team where you're being solemnly sworn in to join this new corporation, where you could be repeating your rights. Okay, a higher title, business promotion, perhaps for some of you, for somebody here. Take that how it resonates, because this could be I'm also picking up car dealership. I don't know if somebody is applying for a job at a car dealership, or somebody could be looking at a cars or going car dealership shopping. um I do pick up on an energy here where somebody is still holding on to the past memory of a person who you fell in love with. This person could be married and have a family. And even though this person caught feelings for you, but because they went out and they messed around and you didn't, Virgo, that's causing you to hold on to the private intimacy that you shared with this outside person. Okay, where yes, you two shared a spiritual, strong sexual connection that keeps you bonded to this person, but you are more so connected to that connection than they are. But do they feel your energy? Yes. Is it a pulling, a push and pull, tug of war situation between you and the individual? Yes. Um, does that person from time to time think about you and miss you? Yes. Do they know that you got your guard up and that you're setting boundaries for yourself? Yes. Um, is this a trigger for them like it is you? Yes. But they are able to handle the situation more so because they have a family. So therefore they have their kids and they have their significant other. Therefore they have people around them. They already have that unit of completion. You, on the other hand, you're single, and therefore you're starting over by yourself, have nobody. So you're feeling empty where there's still an empty void. So there's a need to start over, but in order for you to start over, you're going to have to release this past person who you shared this intimacy with. Some of you are sitting back asking yourself, how come I haven't met this right person just yet, right? Some of you are asking, when am I going to feel complete? Because some of you could be single, like I said. Some of you could be now going into this life of becoming celibate, on a spiritual journey. um some of you can even be planning for some sort of spiritual trip. um where I do feel like there will be some sort of spiritual journey, spiritual transformation taking place this spring with you guys, right around May, where you will see your harvest coming in with that Seven of Cups. Um, you're definitely going to be focused on stuff with that Nine of Pentacles. You definitely will be, like with this Page of Swords here, um, there could be a message coming in. You definitely have a spiritual angel on your side, okay? I am seeing that, okay? You are being covered by some sort of spiritual angel. You have a spiritual angel of wings around you, okay? Um, a book of education when it comes to learning some sort of new tool of guidance, something that you're going to be studying. Your spiritual angel, you can have an ear sign who has passed away. Um, Ear sign is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So you can have a spiritual angel who is looking down. Your angel could be an ear sign. Um, this spiritual angel of protection is going to help guide you and give you the education and knowledge and wisdom and book sense that you need to get you through this. Because see, and maybe some of you can't right here. This is an angel with wings. Okay, so it's like you definitely have this strong angel of protection around you. This Knight of Pentacles could be coming in slow, something moving slow. There is a need to move in moderation. I feel like you will be closing out a cycle. There will be a cycle of completion. I do feel like whatever you went through in the past, I do feel like you're going to overcome it when it comes to that Chariot. I do feel like you will overcome that obstacle. Okay. Um, and you definitely, because like I said, with the Nine of Cups, a desire, a passion to connect the spirit. Okay, so you definitely will be connecting closer to spirit. For those of you who wish to book a private reading, please feel free to book, go ahead on and email me. I will be doing private readings tonight, okay? If you feel like you want to reach out to book a reading, please do so. Let me see. I may release, let me get on and upload this here reading, and then I will come back in a few minutes and give you guys a part two extended, okay? Because I don't want to go over on this here reading because I feel like I've been here a while. So let me get ahead on and upload this reading, okay? And then I'm going to bring you another part two extended, okay? Because I want to see the outcome. I want to kind of put two and two together, okay? Um, I want to see where this is going, okay? So I'm gonna dig a little deeper, right, Virgos? So let me get on to release this, okay? I do feel like you're going to be okay, all right? I will come back and bring you guys. Tracy, you can add your email to the description. Yeah, if I haven't, I will to your description box so it will appear on your videos. Okay. I'm gonna go and check my description box and make sure I definitely do that. Thank you, Brittany. Stephanie said good evening. Good evening, you guys. Yeah, so let me go ahead on and let me upload this reading, okay, Virgos, and I will come back in about maybe 20 to 30 minutes, okay? And I will because let me get, yeah, this way I could charge my phone back up, all right? So let me get ahead on and charge my phone back up. I'm going to come back in like 30 minutes, okay? 30, 40 minutes. Let me power my phone back up so I can get it fully charged. So I'll come back in about 40 minutes, okay? 40, 45 minutes. And I'm going to do an extended part two reading, okay? On my other tarot deck of cards that I have right here. Because my animal spirit tarot cards, I love this deck because it really, really hits home. It gives me all the answers that I need. I have really connected to that deck. Let me show you the deck, you guys, if you don't have it, okay? For my other people out there who could be tarot readers, I love this deck. This is my most favorite deck. I have a strong passion for it. Um it's by Oriens, Oriens, Animal Tarot, Ambi Sun, or Ambi Sun, Ambi Sun. This is a beautiful deck. Okay, it says Rock Pool right here. If you don't have this deck, yes, by it says rockpoolpublishing.com. I love this deck. Okay, so I'm going to be coming back, okay, in about another like I said, 35-40 minutes, and I'm going to do an extended bonus part 2 reading on this deck right here. Okay, so let me get ahead and upload this. I'll be back shortly. Okay, and let me go ahead on and spray my, my area here. Okay, yeah, Virgos, very deep, very touching. Okay, going into March, there is definitely a strong release. Okay, I do feel like there's going to be a positive outcome in this. All right, so let me get on upload this, and then we're going to get into your part 2 extended reading. Okay, so we can see exactly what's going on and what to expect and what we, you feel me. Until then, you guys, like I said, feel free to reach out, email me if you wish to book a reading. Okay, all right, Virgos. Love you guys. Let me get on try to upload this now. Let me see if it's going to let me upload it.